my job is Scotch Plains Fanwood School District Anti-Bullying Coordinator. That means that I work for the entire district, so I'm working with all of our schools from elementary school all the way up through our high school here. And it entails a bunch of different things. My job is to implement and make sure that we're in compliance with the new anti-bullying law in the state of New Jersey. So that means things like training our staff, making sure that incidents of bullying are investigated at all our levels in our schools, and making sure that we're doing programming to reduce bullying before it occurs. So there are several different kinds. Traditionally, we think about bullying as physical or very outright. There's also social, which would be things like spreading rumors, getting friends to not be friends with other people. And we also are now talking about electronic bullying, things like text messaging, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Those are the big main three. And here in our schools, we're seeing all three. We can definitely say that at the high school, we're seeing a lot of electronic bullying, which is new because the new law says that we have to deal with that as well.
Oh man, this kid, look at him.
He likes the Jets, dude.
Dude, this kid has no friend, dude. Just look at it. Dude, look at his taste in music.
I would never hang out with this kid,
ever.
ever.
God. Oh my
Eating
god.
salad?
Oh,
No,
man. Yo, you should write on his wall.
Nah, dude, that's taking a little far now.
Nah, just let me do it,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, tear him up.
That's it.
Talk about how he kissed a boy the last week.
Yeah,
or about the time he cracked his pants.
Yeah, dude.
Sure. So the new law is not brand new. It's an adjustment to the previous laws in New Jersey. This new law makes sure that we have a specific timeline and a specific set of mandates that we have to do as a school district. So some of the big changes from the old law are that we have a new definition of bullying, and it's really important that students know that. One of the big changes, again, is that we now deal with things that happen at school and things that happen on the weekend online if they're brought back into school. The law also talks about what we're required to do to prevent bullying, and it specifically talks about what we're supposed to do to train our staff to be able to handle bullying, react, and assist students when there are incidents of bullying in our schools. So students have the right to tell any adult in the school if they feel like they're being harassed, intimidated, or bullied. And that's very important. Our staff are now required to report within 1 day of learning of an event of bullying. And so a student does not have to report to the principal, does not need to report it to their counselor. If they report it to any staff member in the district, they should know and should be ensured that it will be reported to the principal and to the anti-bullying specialist in the schools.
Oh, had it on my wall. Remember when you crapped your pants? That never happened. Why would he write that? I was just making up rumors about me. Hurts my feelings.
There are three roles. There's the bully, there's the victim, and there's the bystander. And those are three very important roles. When we talk about bullying, we focus often on our victims and our bullies because those are the two key roles. It's the person with more power, the bully, and the person with less power, the victim. But it's also important that we talk about the bystander because bystanders are the people that create the atmosphere that either allows bullying to occur or keeps it from happening by creating an understanding of what we do and do not allow in our school. So the first thing that I always say to bystanders is it's very hard to stop a bullying event, and we understand that as adults in the school. So if you can do nothing else, you need to not participate, and that means not laughing, not smiling, moving yourself away from the situation. If you feel like you can help, the best things to do are to notify an adult. You can speak up on behalf of the victim, or you can help the victim avoid or shift the attention. So if you have the ability and you feel like you can go up and ask that victim to walk down the hallway with you. You can start talking about something else. That will take the attention away from the actual incident of bullying, and then it becomes less of an event.
kind of giant? You look like one. I have to go to class. Stop. Get out of my room, man. Stop. Look right here, boys. It's a giant boy again, huh? Stop. Huh? Stop. Never made it to class, huh? Stop. You like the garbage? Huh? You like the garbage? Why don't you get in the garbage, giant boy?
Hey, you surely do something about those guys?
No, I don't think so.
Don't let them, hit you and stuff like that.
No, I don't want to get involved. They're just going to bully me more.
Let's just go to the office. It's the best idea.
Alright. Yeah, Tyler's been bullying me recently. He's, just shoving me around the hallways. Just, I don't know, I'm getting sick of him.
Okay, alright. So, and how long has this been going on for?
It's been going on for a while, actually, but I figured it wasn't, like, I shouldn't say anything, so.
Okay.
So I finally decided to come.
No, it's good you came here. You have been harassing Joe.
You mean giant boy?
Okay, well, that's what I'm hearing. I hear that you and Joe are having some problems and that you are harassing and intimidating him. Is that true?
I mean, I guess. I didn't think what I was doing was wrong.
Well, you may not, but Joe's taking it considerably differently from, his perspective is different from yours. And harassing, intimidating, bullying other students is not only wrong, it's against school policy and it's also against the law. So, there are serious repercussions for students that engage in that type of behavior.
Alright, I'll stay away from him.
All right, we need to talk about a few things, but I think that's a good start to stay away and because this can't continue.
All right.
So consequences can range, anything from a parent meeting, warning about what will happen the next time, all the way up to expulsion. That's not something that we want to do here in the district, but the new state law says that that is a possibility if bullying occurs over the course of time. When we talk about having a situation that's harassment, intimidation, or bullying, we're focused much more on remediation. We want to figure out what the issue is and solve it, rather than just discipline it. And so when we have situations here, we're focused more on how can we create an understanding about what's going on and come up with a resolution. So we're talking a lot about the differences between bullying, conflict, or fighting, and then also bothering for our little kids, our elementary school kids. So when we're talking about harassment, intimidation, and bullying, we're talking about something that is one-sided. So it's one person who is doing an action against another, and there's a power differential. The bully or the perpetrator has more power than the victim. So it's one-sided, and there's a power indifference. When we're talking about a fight or a conflict, that's mutual, and there's no imbalance of power. When we talk about fighting or arguments or disagreements, we're looking for students that had equal part in what happened. And that is very confusing. Sometimes they're very similar, but it's also important to know that bullying is now defined as a single event. And so although it may feel like we have equal power or there may be an indifference of power, we're not just looking at things happening over the course of time. We can just be looking at a single event like a fight and trying to tell whether there's that imbalance of power.